Welcome to this look at some very cool mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday the 18th of April, it is Good Friday and Giants decided to drop mods. I think it's 19 or 20 updates and about 33 plus mods. One of the updates I'm going to do a kind of review on tomorrow because there's been 5 new items of machinery added to that pack in the update. We'll get to that in just a moment. I'm going to apologise now if I'm speeding through. I know when I was talking to Nina the other day, she was saying that she feels very exasperated when I'm doing it, but it's the only way I can try and get through as fast as I can. So, updates. The map Westbridge Hills 25 by 0 Ito. That main start field problem has been fixed. The map Settlers by Setka Simulators has had an update. Now, it does say in the description for this, it has fixed the point of sale in the cannery, but it does then say, note, to continue the saved game. So I'm assuming you need a new save game, but if you want to continue the save game, you've got but fix the problem. It says the trigger error in canning factory can be fixed by slightly lowering the terrain where the point of sale is located. So going with your terrain, landscaping tool and lower the terrain a little bit, just enough to allow the grain texture to be seen on the grid. And that should be absolutely fine and dandy. The Case Quad-Track AFS Connect by Hands, the Big Bud Series 3 by Classic American Icons Modding, Balog 2003, JCB Hydrodig 110W and the JCB Teletruck, both by Ross N Mods. The Lizard Colossus pack by Chris S and Riley S. That's the one that's got 6 new items of equipment on it. I think 5 or 6. We'll have to have a look at that separately. The John Deere T-Series and 600X headers by Jeff D25. The Metprozet range, there are 3 or is it 4? 3 of these by JMZ have had an update. The Bailey Bowser by Ross N Mods, the Rudolf Velga DK28 ERP by Nikki Agra, the Tanker Trailer Pack by Onur Emre, the Self-Made Water Tank by Blodisgo. We have also got the Old German Cellar by Hellraiser, Tool Height Control for Headers by DD Mod Passion, Forage Harvester with Pipe Control by DD Mod Passion, and the Bale Twine Add-on also by DD Mod Passion. In front of me, new mods, we have got the Multi-Loader, this by Reality Christie 1. It is 2.4 megabytes download, 2 slots, 2.2 meters wide with a 4,000 litre capacity. It is a box, 4,000 litre capacity of pretty much anything, but it also has tension straps and we can open the front door on this so you can bales, pallets, logs, bits and bobs and things like that. Cat, dog, pint of milk, whatever you want to put in it. So this you will find under trailers. I did have a look around all over the place under miscellaneous stuff, but it is there. The multi-loader takes pretty much everything. It says 80 horsepower required. Not sure why. Brushed metal finish, aluminium plate, galvanized steel, metal, and back again. The metal, if we change the main colour, we can change the main colour. If we go back to... Oh, it does change the colour on this galvanized steel and all the other ones as well. I wasn't sure if it would do or not. But if we go back to the base one, you go to white. There you go. Design colour does the box around the outside. Jump in here. Start this up. So we can raise and lower the box. I'm on the wrong tool. Front, there we go, raise and lower the box, like so. Don't think we've got manual raise and lower of this one. But L1 and right stick up and down, we can open and close the front like that. Tension straps are on there as well. And like I say, when that is closed, you've got a 4,000 litre container too. Lovely job. Multi-loader on the back, we have got this. This is the Lizard 500L. This is by Blodisgo, and I want to say this right, Atarovsky, I think it is. It is 1.53 megabytes download. It will do 3 slots, 10 meter spread width. It's 1,000 to buy, and there's no options on it. It comes as it is. You'll find this under fertilizer spreaders. It will do fertilizer and lime. I have got lime in here, and I have done a test. It does fertilizer and lime both to 10 meters. So under your tools, fertilizer spreaders is where you'll find that, and then it's just a case of switching it on and away you go. Nice and straightforward. Next to that, I think I'm probably going to be doing these out of order, but it's just the way I've got this lined up next to me. This is the Rolmako Cambridge Tandem Roller 9.4, 20.89 megabytes download, 7 slots, 9.4 meters wide by JMZ. You'll find it under rollers. We've got a few bits and bobs, like some of them I will be kind of skipping past. Some of them I was intrigued because I wondered how they opened, because some of the options and stuff they've got on them, they seemed quite intriguing. So we got option on this one of Trelleborg, Fredstein and back again. Trelleborg, standard 2, back to standard. We've got the trawl, yes or no. We've got boxes for stones, yes or no. Beam with reflectors at the front, yes or no. Lighting, yes or no, which puts on the back. And then design colour changes the roller colour. But it was kind of a big bit of kit, and I just, like I say, we know it's going to roll. That's what it's designed to do. I was just curious about the animation for the unfold. Very cool. As I always say, I mean, you know, most of, if not all of the JMZ stuff is incredibly well made, incredibly well detailed. I was just curious to see how this would do its thing, you know? And it does its thing. Just like that. Lower roller. Into position. And it does the rolling thing, which is what we expected it to do. But there you go. Very nice indeed. That is the Rolmako Cambridge Tandem Roller 9.4M. Next, we've got these. Now this is another one of those ones. It was a kind of, oh, gloss over this. This is the Albutt F301 by Krajenski. It is 0.5 megabytes download and 2s on the slot count. And when I went to look at it, I was met with that kind of, what? So it's here. And I was like, oh, come on, have a word, son. What's going on? So when you look there, that one says, with Bale blocking and camera. Bale blocking is tension straps. It's to hold it on. And a camera option. That one is only with Bale blocking, so the tension straps, no camera. That is camera, no tension straps. And that is just the base version. So I've got that one with both, and then that one without, just to show you the difference between the two. Options on them. Wrapped Bale handler or Bale spike. Tine collision, yes or no. Now the tine collision you can turn off, because if you've got the one that's got the tension straps and you don't want to keep getting caught up on bales, if you take the tine collisions off, you can come up to a bale without worrying about hitting it with those two bars. It takes away a bit of the immersion, but again, it might make life a little bit easier. Stickers on the rollers, yes or no, and design colour. And there are various different alternates of those depending on what option, because of the camera and the things like that. So that one, I think, is pretty much the same. Yeah, just a few different options like that. So I'll show you with this one. We'll hook up, go underneath it here. Now I can, at this point, fasten tension straps, and it will do that. I haven't even closed it. If I undo the tension straps, and then we do that to close it in, is what you would normally do. Then fasten our tension straps, lift it up, and I can tilt that, move it around, do whatever I want. That's not going to come off because we've got the tension straps on. Camera goes in cab and then to there. Now we had some CSZ pack had this option, so you can really get into the nitty gritty of the action when you're loading and unloading with the camera option. So that's the camera and the blocking option if you've gone for that. Just undone the tension straps, and then what we'll do, oh, I was going to say, whoa, left on the thing there. And this is the standard one, so you'll see it's got no tension straps, no camera option. So when I close this up, it will close around the bale, which is fine as long as I'm careful. But if at any point I hit anything or I tip it, the bale can come off like that, whereas the other one with tension straps, it doesn't. There you go. I think that sums it up. That's the Albutt F301. Behind that, we've got the round bale trailer. I got this out simply to check to see whether it's an auto load or not. It isn't. It's designed for round bales. As you can see, tension straps go here. So you'd put one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And if you're feeling adventurous, you could stack them up on top as well, and the tension straps will go across the entire lot. This you'll find under your bale handling, collecting, transporty type trailers, just there, 6,500. Design colour does that, and then rim colour option on there as well. So that is 2.1 megabytes download, 2 slots by CB Modding. Next into the front, we've got this here. This is the fuel tank trailer. This is by Rad Christie 1 VSR Modding Sur. 3.02 megabytes download. It's under miscellaneous. 3 slots, 4,500 litre capacity. And we have some colour options and choices and things like that. This one does fill up, unlike the one I had the other day. And that's what it does. It's fuel, as you can see. Kind of a giveaway. So under our miscellaneous items, just there and just there, 6,500. We can have chrome tank material, scratch metal, galvanised, matte plastic, glossy plastic, aluminium. And if you didn't have enough plastics, if you were just sitting there thinking, oh, what we need is polyester plastic, don't worry, I've got you covered. Back to chrome again. Wheel setup, we've got standard, 2, and back to standard again, so a few different options on there. Main colour does the tank. Secondary colour, let's go green, No. Let's go blue. There you go. Does those metallic parts and the trailer bed floor. Secondary material was, what was that? Let's go lighter colour. That's weird. What did that change? Secondary. Oh, we changed the material, didn't we? So we've gone from brushed metal, anti-slip and those kind of things, anti-slip plate, to just a flat material. And then design colour is the main framework, like so. Rim colour and license plate option on there as well. And yeah, you tow it with a tractor and whatever will hook up to it. Not everything will hook up to it. These things can be a little bit pesky. No doors or cabinets or bits that open. It comes like that. There we go. That's the fuel tank trailer. Next, we've got the Fliegl DHKA 390 by Onur Emre. 4.91 megawatts download, 7 slots behind. I'm not sure. I mean, anyway, it is a fifth wheel attaching, so whether you've got a lorry or a dolly or whatever you've got, I think it's a 43,000 litre. We have the option to take this off. You don't have to have this on. I got this out simply to see because this section here has got pistons and it looks like that side bit's supposed to come down for ease of loading. However, this model doesn't have that option. This you'll find on your... So again, this is one of those ones if you're looking for it and thinking, I can't find it under my trailers. It's under semi-trailers. Just there. 55 grand. Yeah, 43,000 litres. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, back to Trelleborg. No options within those. We've got design standard or the Trans Farmer, back to standard again. Take that off so you can see. Extra lights, yes or no, puts extra lights down the bottom, sides, back, etc. Cover, yes or no. We've got main colour, changes the main colour. Cover colour, does the cover. Rim colour, you've guessed it, and license plate option on there as well. So what I'll do is just show you. There's a couple of different options for unloading as well. Open cover, it's done like that. I do like all the tie downs and stuff, which is pretty cool. We have got tip side back, tip side vertical, and grain door. So tip side back opens like you would expect, I suppose, a normal trailer to open like that. Put that back down. If we switch that to tip side vertical and do it, it does that. Just a little bit different. And like I say, you know, once that's closed, if we go into here, you'll see on the inside of the trailer, if you look to the left, there's nothing there for that panel to move. I've gone L1, R1, L1, R1. I don't have any option for anything to get that panel to move up and down. That's why I thought I would try it, because I was curious. So there we go. That is the Fliegl DHKA 390. Next, we've got these two. We've had various different versions of these, Unias and all sorts of things so far. This is the Bremer Transportwagen pack by Haubi. 10.83 megabytes download, 4 slots each. And as you can see, one is slightly longer than the other. Tension straps are available. And there are colour options on this. When you think there are things you need to change the colour of, you never knew you need to change the colour of, you have got the option to do it on here. These you find under low loaders and just there. So we got the TP500, the TP700, the shorter one, the longer one. Options are the same on both. And as you can see, there are a few. We've got Trelleborg, BKT, and back again. We've got speed sign no, and then we've got is it a 25? 25, 40, 50, and 60, depending on how fast you want to go. Main colour, go for that. Does that back section. Chassis colour, let's go red. Does all of that. Hydraulic colour, well, you can sort of guess where that's going. That will do the hydraulics. Let's go green so you can see those. Then we've got attacher colour, and that's the little ringlet. Oh no, is that the front? That's the front section. Let's go pink. There you go on the front, attacher section. Then design colour is the ringlets, the eyelets. I'm trying to think of a colour that's going to stand out. Yellow maybe? Yellow on the corners. The little eyelets. Then we've got rim colour and license plate option on there too. And I say we've got the shorter version and the longer version on those. The Bremer Transportwagen. Next we have got the, oh yeah, up on the, actually you know what, I'm going to do these while we're here and then we'll move on to other stuff. Again, this is, I got these out just to look at. I wanted to check the trailer to see if it was an auto load, but this is the Marshall pack. If you're partial to a Marshall, this is the Marshall pack by Onur Emre. It is 3.41 megabytes download, 2 slots for the Bale trailer and 2 slots for the slurry spreader. The slurry spreader is an 8,000 litre and will spread out to 11 metres. There aren't really many options on these, but if we go down to our Bale loading trailers, I think you'll find it on the flatbeds as well, but it's just there. There's our Marshall. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, back again. Standard 2, 3. Just changes the tyre option on that. Same with the Michelin, and the BKT comes as it is. Chassis colour and license plate option on there as well. But it's a nicely made and detailed Marshall trailer. So like I say, if you like a Marshall, it might be right up your street. And then we go from there back up to there, to our slurry tankers, just there. So 14 grand. Again, Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein, back again. No options on that, and a license plate option on there too. And that's what it does. It will spread 11 metres off the splash plate on the back. Slurry or digest date. Nicely made and detailed. Voila. Next. We've got this. And you know when you think you're going slightly mad? This is the Lizard Z261 by Klonek. 24.9 megabytes download and 9 slots. So I went on and clicked on Klonek. The other version we had of this was almost identical, but it was the Z263, not the 261. It's a round baler. What I like about this, it's a 3,000 litre bales. That's the capacity it does. We've got some colour choice options on it, but I like the fact when it's open like this, as you're doing the bales, you can see the bale rotating and getting larger as you go, which I think is a really cool option. So we'll turn it on, drop the pickup. I won't necessarily do a full bale, but you'll see it start to form down the bottom. And it gradually gets bigger and bigger, which is what your bale would do in real life. It's gradually growing inside there until it gets to your fill point, like that, and then unload bale. Boom. It's very cool. You'll find it under balers, which I suppose seems like an obvious place to find it, really. Round balers, that is, and it is just there. 20,000 to buy. We've got the option of stickers 1 and stickers 2. Main colour, anything on that palette, does all that, and a rim colour option on there as well. Lovely job. Only 45 horsepower required to operate that as well, which is cool. Next one we're going to look at is right here, and it is the find it, the Lizard ProBale by BB Mods. 28.06 megabytes download, 18 slots, and I've got on my thing notes. See notes, because this has got some extra information. So under round balers is where you'll find it. So BB Mods has done some various different packs with some bale loaders and bits and bobs. So this will do various bale sizes as well, large capacities and things like that. So we've got the option for Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg with standard wides on pretty much all of those. We've got decals, none. So this, like I say, this is the Vicon fast bale technically. We've got Lizard, we've got Lizard lawn care, we've got Lizard farming, and then we run through the white version. Then we've got various different manufacturers, and it runs through loads of them. I'm really worried I'm going to have a problem here because it's been sewn down. So there's tons of manufacturers to choose from, so you can pick and choose your colours if you want to on that. You've got your usual standard net film binding or empty and back again. Then you've got your wrap colours. Then silage additive tank, yes or no. That gives you 30 litres of silage additive tank on there if you're doing grass work, which gives you a bonus. Then you've got pickup technology. Standard 3 metre, which is 3 metre pickup's pretty good anyway, or the black hole at 16 metres, which takes the pickup away and gives you an unreal one. So if you don't want the unreal one, you don't have to. Main colour, we can choose anything on that palette, which does all of that section. Design colour does that section. Rim colour does your rim colour and license plate option on as well, which seems nice and straightforward. So we come out of there, 160 horsepower required, and we are... Oh, actually, I didn't put a tractor on the front, did I? I was going to use this one. So we can change our bale sizes to all sorts of stuff. Now, this also gives information about unloading partially or unfinished bales. So we unfold it, and if we look to our top left, where are we? R1, change bale size. It's got 150, 180, 185, 125. So it runs through some various different bale sizes, and you can have a fiddle around with that for different bale capacities. I mean, in the description, the list of information it gives you on bale wrap and bale sizes, I think it's changed it as well to say they're liftable bale with 5 times capacity. I think the 185s, the 125, 185, that's a 5 times bale size capacity. Now, what it does go on to say with this about automatic drop, and you have this normally with other balers and cotton balers. If you want to be able to unload an unfinished bale, you need to turn off automatic drop. So if I do up on the D-pad, so this, the back will automatic, it will always do automatic drop, but you have to do it sort of for the middle section it refers to. So let's turn on automatic drop. Drop pick up and go. Can't remember what I set this to. Okay, that went really quick. Wow. Now we're not a full bale, but I can't unload that at the moment. It won't let me. If I turn off automatic drop, then it gives me the option to unload unfinished bale. Like that. It will still wrap it, because that is automatic, but you just have to turn off auto. I know it sounds weird, but if you want to unload an unfinished bale, you need to turn off automatic drop. So I know it seems a bit of a strange one that I turned off automatic drop, yet it still automatic dropped it. That's because it's doing grass bales. If I was doing other bales, it wouldn't go through the wrapping process, but you still need to turn off the automatic unload if you want to unload an unfinished bale. I hope that makes sense. I mean, it's fairly like some of the other ones. What I'm going to do is, let's change that to, I've already got some in there. I wonder if we change it part way through. Bale size 185, 125, 155. Let's go, where are we? 185. But I think it says it has to be in the pre-chamber as well. Oh, didn't say back on, did I? That's weird. Why have we not? I've hit 100% and it hasn't. What's going on with this? It's now not unloading at all. Turn off automatic drop. Let's unload unfinished bale. There's now nothing showing. Nothing's coming out. Something's gone wrong with this. That's not good. I mean, at the end of the day, even if it was because I... Nope. Unload unfinished bale. No. It did the one. So even if I changed it while it was still running, at the end of the day, it shouldn't have caused that to do that, surely. And 100% bale, surely that grass bale shouldn't be 2,750 litres. It's not doing anything now. Okay, I don't know what's happened there. Answers on a postcard, that's very strange. It's got a full thing, round bale. Right, so that round bale's on 11,000 litres. Grass in the pre-chamber saying 2,750. But now automatic drop was on and it didn't automatic drop. Turn automatic drop off. Unload unfinished bale. But it's not showing anything in there. I don't know what's happening. It shouldn't be that complicated. I've run plenty of round balers and plenty of bale wrappers. I haven't had that happen before. That's a curiosity. Anyway, sorry about that. I don't know what's gone wrong there. That's very strange. That's the Lizard ProBale by BB Mods. Apologies, BB. I'm sorry. I don't know what I've done to it. I broke it. Right, let's go in, and I've got to go like the clappers now because I was hoping to get this in one part. Next, we've got the Strautmann trailers. These are just here. So, Strautmann trailers, 23.23 megabytes download by PXLR. PXCR. 23.23 megabytes download. 8 slots and 9 slots. So we've got these two here. This one, fixed axle, fixed connection, fixed chassis, double axle. You've got 6,000 litre, 12,000 litre, 18,000 litre, hydraulic back door, which is a cool option. So you can load stuff into the back of it if you want to. Now we're on for about 15,000 bale trailer options. Bale trailer, bale trailer, bale trailer, bale trailer. And again, and again. Keep going. Double-sided. Keep going. Back to 6,000 litre. We've got Trelleborg, BKT, and back again. Standard and wides, I think, on each of those. Back hydraulic connector, yes or no. We have got hook on the back of there so you can daisy chain together, and license plate option as well. And then pretty much the same trailer, but this one is a swivel axle at the front. So rather than double axle at the back, split axle, swivel, and then the same options, 6, 12, 18, hydraulic back door, and then we run through all the various different Bale trailer options. Same with wheel brand, same with wheel setup, same with hydraulic connector and license plate option on there too. Straightforward. That's really puzzled me. Anyway, that's Strautmann trailers. I've got to double check that because I'm sure I don't want to have got that wrong. Like I say, it's when people have taken the time to make their mods, I don't want to make a mistake on the name of the modder because it's not fair. PXLR. Yep. Right, next, also in here, we're going to go down to muck spreaders, and here we've got the Farmtech Superfex 800. This is 6.64 megabytes download by owner Emre, -5 slots, or +5, however you look at it. 9 meter spread width. It will hold 10,500 litres, 64 horsepower required. No options available. It comes like that. Usually with these, it will give you the option to open the back, which slides the thing up, and then you turn it on and it will spread your manure to 9 meters. Muck spreader, the Farmtech Superfex 800. Marshall pack we've done. Right, next. Now, I have been of late because the amount of mods skipping past things like this, but this again was a curiosity because I looked and thought, hang on a minute, I can't work out what's going on there. So this is the Lizard Agri 4M by Holzs FS, 2.63 megabytes download, 3 slots, 4 meters wide. You will find it under cultivators. So just there. Options on this, main colour. That's it. 100 horsepower required. 4 meter cultivator. So I'm thinking, well, I don't know. So if you back up to this and do that, and then it says top left, transport mode, L1 triangle does that. So I detach from it. I go around to the other side. So it comes the way you just saw it. Come around to the other side to transport it on its wheels, so you're not dragging the cultivator down the road. Transport it down the road like that. When you get to where you're going, disconnect it. I know it's a bit of a faff, but like I say, I was thinking, it's an interesting one. I'm going to end up having to do 2 parts, aren't I? Because we've got a lot of vehicles to get through as well, with some of them with quite a few different options. To do that, put it back into work mode. Now we shouldn't need to turn this on, it should just do its thing. But we'll double check that. So there's a cultivator. And there you go. We are cultivating. An interesting one. And like I say, a curiosity. So I thought I'd double check it. Brilliant stuff. The Lizard Agri 4M. Next we're going to have a look in here. We've got the, under rollers, the Dalbo PowerRoll 1230. This is 5.69 megabytes download, 5 slots, 12.3 meters wide by Haubi. We've had various different versions before, and it is a roller. So we've got Trelleborg, BKT, back again. Warning signs, yes or no. Warning triangle, yes or no. Main colour is the main colour. Design colour does all of those bits. Chassis colour does the roller, like that. Opens out 12.3 meters and rolls. Fairly straightforward. That's why I thought we'll just show it in there. Makes more sense. Next, we're going to go to... I've got one of these out. Again, I just want to double check something. There are 2 in this pack. That's don't do what I did. This is the Amazon Chiron, not Crayon. 200 pack by Bayern Gamers, 14.88 megabytes download, 6 slots for each one. One's 2.5 meters and one's 3. Options on the same are the same on both. They don't have any. They come just like that. And what I was double checking, I mean, it looks pretty obvious when you look at it. Do these rotate? So are these rotating ploughs? Which they are. So when you get to the end of the field, rotate the plough, put it down the other side. The other thing I wanted to double check with this as well, we know it's going to plough. We know what ploughing looks like. We can create fields with this. But I was also checking to see when you put it on fold plough, does it hang on the 3-point, or does that wheel go down and touch the floor for transport? So that's what I was double checking, and it does indeed touch the floor for transport and it has got a bit of a swivel on it. There you go. So if you reverse as well, it's quite cool. Some of them do just sit on the 3-point, but you can't detach it like that, so you have to unfold the plough like that before you detach it, and then, like I say, when you get to the end of the field, it starts off this way round, and then when you get to the end of the field and you're ready to come back the other way, you rotate plough, it will do that, swing the whole thing over, and we're good to go coming the other way. Now again, you can't detach it in that position. Oh, maybe you can. I've always found you have to put it back into its original position, but it allowed me to detach it. I will take that. We will take that as a victory. Absolutely we will. Right, that's the Amazon Chiron 200 pack. Next, again, we're going to look in here. This was under disc harrows? No, it wasn't. It was under cultivators as well. We have got this, the Kirkeling Vector 570-800. This is by RCD3 Platshirsch Group, RCD3 Power Alston Austin, and Fab 7331. 24.15 megabytes download, 13 slots. We have got the option for Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, and back again for the tyres. We've got wing shares or chisels, and then we've got design 570 at 5.7 metres or 800 at 8 metres. And it's a cultivator that unfolds and cultivates. Again, it's not one I'm looking thinking, I wonder how that unfolds. It seems fairly straightforward how that is going to do its thing. Next then we have got the, we've got this next to it because it's quite cool. This is the Lizard TP520 and TP520R by Holzs FS. 3.81 megabytes download. One's a cultivator, one's a roller, hence the TP520 and 520R for roller. 4 slots each, 5.2 metres each. You'll find one under cultivators, one under rollers. We have the option to change the colour of this, and then we have got the option to change the colour of the lettering on there. But what this has, which is quite cool, and I really like it, I pressed one of the buttons and it vanished, and I thought, oh no, I've broken something else. But it's designed to do that. It kind of disappears either for transport, or you press it again and it folds it all up like that, so you can pick it up. It's got a little chain on the top, or whatever you're using. You can put it onto a trailer, take it to the field on a trailer rather than drag it, because it just drags behind. So you probably just saw one just there. There you go, 4,200. Colour option, design colour, as I said. Come out there, come down to our rollers, and the other version is just there. Same option again. Main colour and the colour of the decals on there. So what we'll do is start this up. Now if I go L1, R1 and left stick to the side to the left, it vanishes. Press it again, nothing happens. Press it again. Come on, there we go. It does that. Now I can detach from that, and that can be lifted up, put onto a trailer, and then transported. I mean, I can just drag it along like that if I want to. L1, R1, and left stick back that way. Press it again. You notice the grass move there? Press it again. Come on, where are we? There we go. Out it comes. So this should cultivate now. Not bad speed either. It's pretty handy. Now what I will do is just disconnect that, come around to the, hopefully this works. This had better work. If it's too far on the trailer, it's not going to work. Let's undo the tension strap. Oh, I really didn't want to do 2 parts. I'm just watching my time and realising the inevitable is likely to happen. Right, so attach, then drive forward like that off the trailer. Then do the same thing again, L1, R1. Left stick, I want to go to the right this time. Press it again to unfold it. Come on. There we go. Then this should roll this one, because this is the roller. You'll notice this will change. There you go. So one was cultivating and one is rolling. You notice the rolling one won't do anything about the weeds and stuff because it's not a cultivator. All it's doing is rolling over the top of the cultivated bit. But again, I got that out because I wasn't sure what it would do, how it would work, and I found that completely by accident, the way that folds up. I like it. The Lizard TP520 and TP520R. Next, again, I didn't get this one out. This one is under... Was this cultivators as well? It was. There we go. The Bednar Swifter SM1800. We had this on FS22. This was base game, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember. This is 15 megabyte download, 9 slots, 18.2 meters by Hispano, 120,500. As you can see, we can change the main color and the rim color. This unfolds and cultivates to 18.2 metres. Up there in the big boy leagues, but it's not bad at all. What does it require in horsepower? 500 horsepower are required to operate that bit of kit. Next, again, we're going to go into here under planters. We've got the AgroMasz Falcon 3. This is 13.73 megawatts download, 8 slots, 3 meters wide by Bartson V3. There's no options on it. It comes just like that. 3 meter planter. If you come back out of there, it does your regular planting crops. It doesn't do anything over and above. It doesn't do everything. It just does that and requires 100 horsepower to operate. Right, where are we now? AgroMasz Falcon. We did the Cambridge Tandem. Next. We've got this, and far from being easier than the last, because it's all vehicles and stuff now. A lot of these have got a lot of options. This is the Lizard Muscle by AgroTonio. I think we can tell what it is. And when we had this before, I freaked out. It's Eleanor. Ooh, 14.22 megawatts download, 9 slots. And I was saying to Silly G while I was prepping this, I hope it sounds as good as it looks. And it sounds pretty good. So, if we go up to the top to our vehicles and to there. There's our Muscle. 28 grand, that's all. Starts off at 320, I think it's 320 horsepower regardless. We've got standard, so, right. Get ready. So various different fender options. We've got plastic, we've got colour matched. That becomes more relevant later on, so don't worry about it looking a little bit odd. It will look better. Back to standard. Wheel brand, we've got Continental, Continental 2, Continental 3. That gives like a drag strip look. Wider tyres at the front, narrow skinnies at the front. Then you've got those white walls, and then these ones, which I just think look very aggressive, nice. Continental 6 with white lettering on the outside. Michelin. Now there is a version of this. I can't remember who made it. It was Gas Monkey Garage. Richard Rawlins did a Mustang off-roader. I think it's based upon that. So your off-road tyres there on the Michelin, if you want to. So let's go back to what one did I say I liked? That one there. You got rim model 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to 1 again. I mean, they all look pretty cool, to be fair. Then we've got bumper, and there are various different models. So you got bumper like that without detail, without bumper, flat, smooth front. Then you've got the front lip without detail, without bumper. Then we go to secondary design, which changes. Oh, it adds a little radiator scoop bit on the front. Again, options then without bumper, with lip and bumper, without the bumper. And then we come to that. Oh, Model 3 with lights, back to Model 1. I went that because that just looks awesome. Front part, so this then changes through various different light settings, badge options, positions of lights. Oh, it looks so good. I can't remember what I went for. That, I think. No, that, I don't know. That maybe. Then rear bumper. Now this is actually to the sides. So we've got Model 1. Oh no, it's on the back. Model 1, ducktail. Then coloured rear and ducktail. And then Model 2, which does the built-in lip to it, and back to Model 1. I think I went for that. It depends if you want that light look or that light look. Then we've got rear with chrome side. So we've got chrome side at the bottom and back. So you've got colour with chrome. And then we've got side exhausts. So it takes them from the back to the sides, which again, very cool look. And then we go back to that again. So I went with that. We've got air intakes. Now this is on the side. So you got on the sides of the back, you've got those like louvered gills. We've got that, puts a smooth one on. We've got you've got the lower ones there, gills as well. Then it changes them to a sort of flatter sided on the side and gilled at the top, then flat and flat. So it runs through some various different models for your different scoops on the sides of the vehicle. Then hood, we've got Model 1, slight bump, open, no bonnet at all, if you're going for a kind of race version. Again, I think I went that. Then we've got spoiler and blind, this on the back. So we've got little spoiler, blacked out, with blind, with spoiler, blacked out. Then I think we go to, I think it was the carbon fibre version. Yeah, carbon fibre on there. Then back to standard. Then we got steering wheel options. Yeah, steering wheel, black, wood, with centre console, with wood. Steering wheel, what was it? Wood. Yeah, it was all of those, wasn't it? Centre console, yeah. Then we come down to dashboard standard, black dashboard, wood dashboard, carbon fibre dashboard, back to standard. Window film, tinted options, as you can see, I left that on standard. Axle width, this is where it becomes more relevant. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, back. I think I went 3. Kind of fitted in there. Nice wide stance, but looked quite cool. Strip and front grille, twin stripe on there, and plastic grille. Then you've got bottom stripe, then top and side. Then it goes to a chrome front grille with the top one, side one, both stripes, and then back to standard. And then we've got cabin light, LED bar. So this is the one I was talking about. The roof rack option, and then back. So if you do the roof rack and the off-road tyres, I think that was kind of the version that I'm sure it was Richard Rawlins did. Headlight sticker, yes or no, puts crosses over the stickers. Again, more of a kind of race prepped version. If you want to go for that. Attaches, you can have a rear trailer hitch on there as well if you want to use it on the farm. Oh, this is going to take too long. Let's go red, for example. There we go. Looks very nice. And we can go oofter. Bumper, we can change the colour of the inside down there around the number plate. Strip sticker, we can change the colour of that as well. Let's go green, for example. So you can change that, mix and match that around. Headlight lenses, you can change the colour of those. Let's go for a yellow. That's on the outside lenses and the ones in the middle. Rim colour, we can change the rim colour, and then license plate option as well. Right, let's get in. Oh, so we're on suspension hood at the moment. L1, R1, and left. And right stick up and down does the bonnet. R1, right stick side to side, raises and lowers the rear. Right stick up and down does the whole thing. So like I say, if you want to go for the off-road version, or you want to slam it right down, you can. If you want a slight rake to the back, you can do that. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. Then press it again. We've got seat, mirror and steering wheel. So in here, L1, R1, it was right stick side to side, does the seat, up and down, does that. And then it was left stick side to side, does the steering wheel there. What did the wing mirror? Was it R1? There we go. R1, right stick side to side and up and down, adjust your rear mirror. And again, it depends what option you've got. Because I've got the louver. Actually, you can see out of it, not too bad at all. There you go. Press it again. We're back to suspension hood. So, now it sounds a bit weird at speed, but if you're just ticking over, that burble, and when you start up, so lights, lights, lights. And again, it's one of those things, I know it's not farming, and it doesn't have to be. It's just very cool. We got plenty of cars and pickups and stuff, and with the trailer hitch on the back, it does make it usable. Nice interior. Oh, there you go. That's the Lizard Muscle. That took a while. 14.22 megabytes download, 9 slots Agro Tonyo, if I didn't already say that. Next, we've got this beast. This is the special edition Krone Big M by Biggins. 14.7 megabytes download, 16 slots. 10 meter cut width, which is what the Krone Big M 450 is anyway. But as you can see, we've got some colour options, metallics, and various different things. This comes with some extra features, as you can see, twin wheels in the front as well, which is rather cool. So we go to our mower section. And this doesn't cut any wider. It's not like it does anything like that. But there's our standard at 468. So get ready. 353. Way cheaper. There are mower setups, double mower setups that cost almost that. So we go. So we've got Krone Big M base. Then we've got the turbo version. So we start off and we're on 21 miles an hour. And we're on 449 horsepower. We then go to 848 horsepower and it goes up to... Oh, it still says... Sorry, what did I say it was? 24 miles an hour. Then we go up to 43 miles an hour. And then 43 on the supercharged, but that goes up to 900 horsepower. And it does say if you're going to be towing stuff behind this, you want it on either the turbo or the supercharged, because it has enough oomph to do that. And that'll become relevant in a moment. So wheel brand, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredstein, Mitre, back again. As you can see, a wide one on that, and a lot of these have got the option of standard, wide. I think was it Michelin? Standard, wide, continental are the doubles, wide 2, twins. There we go, twins 2, and back again. And there might be one other. Was it Vredestein that had the twins option? I'm sure there was another one. That was wide and wide 2. No, might have only just been the continental option. Anyway, window tint option. If you want to tint your windows, you can. Then we've got no PTO. So that's your more standardised version. And it has got a trailer hitch, and you can pull bits and bobs. But this one gives you the option with PTO and adds that whole cluster bit on the back, which gives you a proper trailer hitch and a PTO. So you can pull things like forage wagons and anything that will run off the back of that. There was a list actually in the description of things that you can actually tow behind it, and it does say that you need to where are we? Sorry. It says it gives you the ability to haul trailers, run forage wagons, balers and tedders. So yeah, you've got a trailer hitch and a PTO on there, so various different options there, which gives you option to one pass do multiple things, which is quite cool. And then we've got the option then for body and side wings. Again, I'll just pick some random colours so you can see what colours do what. Main body, let's go with that. Frame and arm, let's go blue, does all that. Apron, green, does that. Then we've got blades and rear arm, let's go yellow, does those bits. And then green decals. So on the cab and stuff there, we've got green decals. Let's go black. So you can kind of see them. So that changes those decals on there. And then we've got yellow decals on the back. The stuff that's yellow, again, we'll go black on that so you can see that. There's our decals there. Rim colour and a license plate option on there as well. So again, depending on what option you've gone for. So I've gone for this one. And you can see the hitch on the back with our forage wagon. So we can mow. Now, I've gone for the 43 mile an hour one. And what I'm not sure about is I'm going to turn that on, and what should happen, let's turn that on, drop the PTOs down, so we should be, there we go, so we are mowing and we are picking up our grass, which is great. But the base game version of this, because we are currently running at 15 miles an hour, 16, 17, 18, actually it's just going up regardless, 22. Wow, so it's going at 22 anyway. Now the base game version is you can trick it by L1 and double clicking X. Oh no, it's lifting the whole thing up. I think because it runs at 22 anyway. I was just curious to see whether it would let me. We do have a silage additive tank on it as well. Let's turn that on, drop that, turn that on, drop that. I mean, the fact it runs at 22 anyway. I thought it might run at the full speed of the vehicle, but at 22 anyway, it's no slouch really. But it's the fact you can hook stuff up behind it as well, makes it quite a versatile machine. And the pickup seems to be quite good, so even on the turning, it's still picking up everything that I need it to. So yeah, pretty nifty bit of kit that. That's the special edition Krone Big M by Biggins. Next, we've got this. This is the New Holland TX62 by Deus Volt, 59.01 megabytes download, 15 slots for the harvester, 7 slots for the header, 5.1 meters, and 2 slots for the header trailer, which I didn't get out. Now, I got this out, again, this was one of those things of, it's a harvester, we know what harvesters do. I wanted to see what it sounded like, and I also wanted to double check to see if it had any doors, windows, panels, or anything that open, because I didn't want to miss something that, again, a mod has taken a long time to do, which they do anyway. But I just want to double check. It does sound sweet. So, 65 grand, that's all. And it's got a 5,600 litre tank on it. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitre, Vredestein, back Trelleborg. We can change the rim colour to anything on that pallet there. We come out of there, we go to our headers, and we come down just there, 35 grand. For our header, 5.1 meters, and we give the option. Oh no, we don't have an option. It just comes like that because we can't change the main color. It's just the rim color on the harvester. There's our header. We come out of there and we go along to our header trailers, and just there is the header trailer for 1,500. We can change the rim color on that. Again, mix and match with your harvester if you want. So let's just hop in. It does sound nice. Horn, Lights, beacons. I like the slightly offset beacon at an angle. That's pretty cool. So, unfold harvester. That's quite. I like that. Look at that. That's neat. Pipe out. My tests I tend to do with harvesters, enable and disable straw swath. Cool. Do that. Then interior. Not bad at all. Let's lift the header up. And we have got the option as well on this, most of them do, to raise and lower and adjust in and out our header reel for a bit of immersion. I can't remember if this is the one that Virtual Farmer loved. I'm sure his dad ran. I know it was a TX, but I can't remember if it's the 62 or the smaller one. But anyway, it's a nice harvester. Drop that down. And there we go. The new Holland TX62. Next we have got... Yeah, I'm not going to get them all done. Oh, it's so annoying because there's some equipment on the end as well that's a kind of scheduled drop, I think, from manufacturer. This I might have to do the next one or two maybe. This is the Case IH 1455 1255 XL2 Gen by Herkrupp and G-Master. 22.13 megabytes download and 12 slots. Nice, and it sounds good as well. There aren't a huge amount of options on it, but that's okay. This was under small tractors, I think. Yeah, just there. There you go. 42,309. I will say some of the tractors today, prices, oh, chef's kiss. So, at the moment, 125 horsepower at the 1255, then the 1455, 145 horsepower. That puts the price up to 50 grand for 145 horsepower. Not bad. We've got Trelleborg and Vredestein. I think it was just those two, yeah. Trelleborg and Vredestein. Under Trelleborg, standard and wide. Under Vredestein, standard and wide. Wow. Then we've got exhaust enamelled, chrome straight exhaust, not chrome, steel straight exhaust and steel exhaust. And then we've got steel pipe bent. Then back to our first one. Weights carrier. We've got front weight, front hydraulic, or back off. That's handy. I like having the front hydraulic option on some of the older tractors on the front as well. Then we've got air filter. We've got standard, low, mid, and high air filter on there if we want it. Rim colour option and a license plate option on there as well. Nice and straightforward. Lighting, beacons. Now, L1, R1, right stick side to side, does the door. This side. Right stick up and down, does the rear window. And then left stick side to side, does the roof. Like that. R1 is just on, L1 is just that. That does sound good. Oh, left door open. Which one was it? There we go. Very nice. Case IH 1455 1255 XL2 Gen. Next, we've got these, and I got both out because I wanted to double check. It's been a lot of double checking things today. This is the Massey Ferguson Series 200 by JA Modding, 44.16 megabytes download and 16 slots. So you'll find this under, this was medium tractors. Yes, there you go, just there. Again, 48 grand, not too expensive. And we start off at, well, 75 horsepower. Oh, so it's all right. But, so we've got 75 horsepower, 86 horsepower, 90 horsepower, 100 horsepower, 110, I think was high. Oh no, 120 and back again. So 120, it only has 3 grand on. 51 grand for 120 horsepower. Not bad. more warmer climate sort of tractor, as you can see, no sort of closed-in cab. We've got Lizard, Vredestein, Trelleborg, and back to Lizard. Lizard, we've got Simple Tyre 2, Tyre Rice, Rice Cage, back to Simple Tyre. Vredestein just like that, Trelleborg just like that, and then back again. We got weights, we've got no plate. They run through the various different plate, I think 5 is it? 4, or just 4 plate options. New fenders, or old fenders, which basically just takes the fenders off. So you've got that option and that option. Then we've got normal engine, or we've got turbo engine. So I got one of each, because I thought, I wonder if there's a difference. And the license plate option there as well. No colour options, choices, or anything like that. So, normal. It's 19 miles an hour regardless. I like that. Nice throaty little engine sound. Horn. Lights. No beacon on this one. First person. Not in cab, but first person. It's got a nice sound to that. Now, the turbo one... I prefer this one. The turbo one has got a very tinny kind of sound to it. You'll hear now. Listen, a wispy, tinny sound. It's lost that, you know. I definitely preferred the other one, but I wanted to get them both out because I did wonder what the difference between the two would be, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference. So, I am going to have to do it in 2 parts. Again, what can I say? I might have a few minutes left, but we've still got the Zator pack to do, the Case IH Steiger series, the John Deere 4940 self-propelled sprayer. Then we've got this Scarabello, I think it is, Scarabello set. There are 5 different mods in that. Potentially, rather than doing a separate video, if I can get all that in, I might be able to get in the extra bits and bobs from the Colossus pack in the second part. Maybe. Yeah, I can try that, can't I? We'll see how we go with that. So there we go. That's it for part 1 for the mods for Good Friday, Friday the 18th of April. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.